Oh, thanks. Good morning. It is great to have you with us. Today we enter into that process of healing, one of the most important parts of our spiritual journey. Thank you for being with us. Thank you for bringing the beauty and the quality of your consciousness here to bless us. And we hope that you experience that blessing as a part of our spiritual community today.
Thank you, Mario. Good morning and welcome to Unity of Walnut Creek. My name is Rick Stover and I'm your conductor for this morning while Sheila's off at the village. Please join us in singing a wonderful old Irish hymn, and it was actually written about St. Patrick at one point. Be Thou My Vision. The words will be up on the screen.
Be thou my vision, O Lord of my heart, not leave all else to me, save that thou art. Thou my best thought,
our own Joyful Noise Choir. With our special guest director, Rick Stover. Thank you, guys. No better way to open the service, eh? Well, good morning. My name is Ron Salazar. I am the licensed Unity teacher here at Unity of Walnut Creek, and it is my great pleasure to welcome you to our service. Thank you for being here. If you would please join me in turning around and help me to welcome our online visitors. Thank you very much, and please know you are part of our spiritual community, as important as anybody here in the sanctuary. Thank you. And if you are new to Unity, welcome. It is my privilege to offer and extend a heartfelt welcome to you, and we hope you find exactly what you're looking for. Unity is a positive spiritual path, and what this means is that God manifests himself through you individually. I mean, look at me. Who wears a three-piece suit in Unity of Walnut Creek? This is a great example, eh? But I mean, this is individuality at its finest, let me tell you. We also hold another truth, and that truth is that we know that there are many paths to that one divine presence within us all, and we respect all of them. So you may hear different music or different teachings from these spiritual paths. It's because we know that they are the one true path. So speaking of one true path, let us now affirm that divine presence within us. So just take a deep breath and let that into your heart. And let's say, there is only one presence and one power in the universe and in my life, the all-loving goodness of God. So take a deep breath and let that in. And again, there is only one presence and one power in the universe and in my life, the all-loving goodness of God. And take a deeper breath and let that in ever deeper. Once more, there is only one presence and one power in the universe and in my life, the all-loving goodness of God. So please remain seated and join us in our next musical selection, In the Presence.
Good morning. Take that deep breath through your heart as we turn moving within, connecting with this amazing divine presence we were just thinking about. Taking this moment for prayer and meditation together. Let the words, the sound, the music be part of that invitation to the very center of your heart.
When I pray, I feel my heart go deeper, my heart go deeper into my God. When I pray, I feel my heart go deeper, my heart go deeper into my God. Right here, right now, right where I am, I pray. Right here, right now, right where I am, I pray.
Mother, Father, God, right here, right now, in this sacred moment, we are gratefully awakening to be ever more conscious of your presence. Even in those places in our lives where things seem difficult or limited, we know that your presence is there. And we open to know it ever more clearly. To discover that beautiful light illuminating our being, knowing so deeply that the light of God surrounds us. Grateful for that illumination. We feel the healing, the wholeness, the care. But we know that the love of God enfolds us. The power of God, this amazing creative force that brought universes into being and that guides each step along our way. The power of God protects us from all limitations, bringing forth healing, wholeness, and guiding us to this path of fulfillment. That your presence is here within us. That awareness, that presence of pure love that watches over us, guiding us, caring for us, drawing all good into every moment. To know this simple truth. We are so grateful. Knowing your presence now, we simply let go and enter into that place of sacred stillness. Peace. Be still. Peace. Be still. peace. Be. Beloved presence. Infinite love. Mother, Father, God. We're so grateful. So grateful to know your healing presence within us. Your guiding wisdom. Your radiant life. So grateful to know that this love that flows through our hearts is our experience of your presence moving in and through our beings, and that we can direct this beautiful transforming power to uplift all that is within us and around us. And so we take this moment to send this love to our bodies, feeling that love for every cell and system as they are drawn into ever greater harmony, vitality, and wholeness. This pure divine power flows through our hearts and minds, bringing wisdom and understanding. Divine love flows through our hearts to all who are dear to us, enfolding and holding each one, knowing with each that they are lifted, healed, guided, blessed. As love flows through our hearts to all who are a part of the spiritual community, flowing in and through their lives and blessing everyone in their worlds. We embrace every prayer request brought here. We know with each you are enfolded in divine love and lifted to that which is the highest. This beautiful, gentle love flows forth from this community, from each one of us, from all of us, out across the communities in which we live, across our nation, beyond all boundaries, to touch the peoples of the world, to heal their fears and bring forth wisdom and peace. This divine love flows through our hearts. It blesses all who join us in prayer, whether in mosque or synagogue, temple or church, whether gathered at home or on the hillsides. For in seeking to know you, we are all one. And we send this beautiful love from our hearts. We send it to Mother Earth to bring balance and harmony to all her system, to bless her creatures. We send this love from our hearts about the earth, that it might touch the heart of every single person in the earth. For you are that love in every heart. And in this love, we are one. Divine love flows through my heart, enfolding and blessing the world. Please join me. Divine love flows through my heart, enfolding and blessing the world. And again, divine love flows through my heart, enfolding and blessing the world. And once again, divine love flows through my heart, enfolding and blessing the world.
Right here, right now, right where I am, I pray.
And it is so here in the presence of the infinite love within each being. Amen.
eyes of my heart, I want to see you. to see you. I want to see you.
I see you. Joyful noise and Rick Stober. Woo. And the band, our musicians, what talent. Our heart ministers are available after the service today to offer prayer support for challenges and celebrations. You may see them around the sanctuary and grounds praying with others. Our heart ministers are wearing lavender stoles. Prayer requests can also be sent anytime through the website. Okay, announcements. Am I ahead of schedule? A little bit? Okay. I skipped a page. Oh, well, okay. Here we go. Communities. Things going on. Okay. My name's Julie. And I'm an expert at screwing up. Okay, today at 2 o'clock, join Garrett Rieg for Forgiveness and Joy, a Course in Miracles workshop. This will be an overview of A Course in Miracles and its revolutionary view of forgiveness. Uplift your heart, transform your thinking, and improve your relationships. You've probably heard about this thing called radical forgiveness. Yeah. Have you been wondering what all the fuss is about? Well, next Sunday afternoon, join Sheila Gautreaux for a 1-hour introduction. Get your questions answered and have a firsthand experience of one of the powerful tools of radical forgiveness. And our spiritual learning classes begin on the 4th Monday. We have a wide variety of powerful, thought-provoking, educational, and uplifting classes to choose from. Details of these and other events are online and in the bulletin. And now, until you hear the gong, take a moment to greet each other and then have a seat. Thank you.
Let my steps be holy, holy way. Oh, let me live in a holy, holy way.
Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way.
Let me love in a holy, holy way.
Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way.
Let me love in a holy, holy way. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. Oh, my soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. My soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. Getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here.
Well, congratulations. You're in the right place at the right time. Now, there's times in my life when that's given me a little concern. Because when I'm in the right place in the right time, Spirit shows up with a spiritual assignment, whether I want it or not. And I found myself in the experience kind of like the guy on Mission Impossible when he starts to open the message. You know, your mission, if you choose to accept it, and being here now means we all chose to accept it. One of the things when I had that feeling, I was realizing there was a spiritual assignment that was being brought to us. And that is a most sacred and beautiful thing. Because it means that we are in a journey into a greater state of consciousness for ourselves and for those around us. And that reminded me of the mission statement we have here for our community. In loving community, we empower spiritual growth by modeling and teaching universal spiritual principles. Now, my only problem with that is the modeling part. Okay, that means that I have to actually live that stuff that we teach. It's so much easier just to teach it, isn't it? You know, I was kind of thinking how nice it would be. You know, the teacher that's teaching math and has the calculator, oh, that felt good. There's no shortcuts in this spiritual thing, though. So I recognized that there was a spiritual assignment that I believe is being brought to our spiritual community. Now, each of us will experience it differently. But my understanding of that assignment, it is about the healing of our past relationship pain. Our past relationship pain. Now that's a tremendously important assignment, because that means that there is a greater harmony to be birthed within us, a greater wholeness. And as we do that, each individually, what happens is that spirit that flows through that blesses and supports everyone in our community as they seek to do that. And as our community does that, that flow of spiritual energy is greater in support of each of us. And as we do it together, that flow of spiritual energy supports that healing and transformation within the world. Now, I began to recognize the assignment through words that I was hearing. I heard words that separate. You know that experience of separation? Me, them? Words that diminish. Words that make less than. Words that are insensitive. Words that express anger. Righteous indignation, which is a great expression of anger. I've often used it in my life, and I've found all it's ever done is remind me of what I've got to heal. Words that go for control, power, instead of compassion and understanding. Words that are about running away instead of being present. Now, all those things are very natural in our experience. Okay, and they're natural because we all carry hurt from past relationships, from our interactions with others. Okay, from the time we started into that teenage thing, trying to figure it all out, which at least some of it did with extreme clumsiness. And we went on into relationships and found in there that we weren't all whole. Amazing. And in that, we expressed our pain in the way that hurt others. And others expressed their pain in a way that hurt us. And we experienced hurt, rejection. And there's a part of it, that pain that we carry both personally and together in the violence that still exists in our society. Now, that pain's a very real thing. And those words come out because our mind is trying to protect us. It's not wrong, it's not bad. It's how we protect ourselves when we're at that level of living where our mind is governing our life. Okay? Because of that hurt, our mind wants to separate us from those it thinks might hurt us. So it uses words to reject, to separate, to make that less than a person, to make that less than somebody who's struggling with life as I am, so I can condemn them and keep them separate from my experience. That's what the mind does, because the mind believes that our problems are out there. And then we do that spiritual growth thing. And oops, that doesn't work anymore. Because it's not about controlling the world, rejecting the world, separating ourselves from others. That really has never worked very well. Most of us have proven that fairly thoroughly. It really is about using this beautiful spiritual presence within us to become whole, to heal that pain. And I think that's what we're here for. Now, one of the beautiful things also is just as those words have been present over many months as I've been hearing, there's also been many words of wisdom, words of care and compassion, of responsibility, words of understanding, words of healing. Because one of the gifts that we have is we are in the presence of each other in this spiritual community. And there is such beautiful wisdom, strength, and knowledge within here as well. Now, there's an instruction on this. It's reputed to be from Jesus. I always hoped he was a little more sensitive than this, but he says, "Why do you look at the speck of sawdust in your brother's eye and pay no attention to the plank in your own eye?" Don't you hate that? Jeez! Sometimes I think he quit being a spiritual leader and just went into meddling. Okay. So how can you say to your brother, "Let me take the speck out of your eye," when all the time there is a plank in your own eye? You hypocrite, first take the plank out of your own eye, and then you can see clearly to remove the speck from your brother's eye. Okay, what I understand that to be is when we are looking out as the problem, we are in that mind analysis of life. Okay, and there again, it's fine for a while in our lives, but that's not the problem. As long as our consciousness remains where it is, that consciousness can't change. Once we change, once we take that plank out, the world is free to become more whole all around us. In spite of how he said it, it's really quite a beautiful teaching. Now, it was my sincere desire that we would enter into the year of forgiveness without having to have anything to forgive. Just doesn't always go the way that I plan, though. Because forgiveness is the answer that we end up touching and working with for what we carry in this pain that we have experienced in relationships. This pain which we then begin to use to separate ourselves from others that we associate with that pain. Forgiveness is that answer, and we're on a journey there. But not today, okay? Can I have your agreement? No forgiveness today? Okay, just, let's just have a good day, forgiveness-free. Okay, now, of course, we've got Garrett Reed's going to be sharing with us about the beautiful knowledge within the Course in Miracles this afternoon, but you can go and listen to it, not go into forgiveness. It's okay. And next week, now next week's different. Okay, it'll be okay to forgive next week. Then next week, Sheila's going to share with us about the radical forgiveness. Let us take a look at that. That'll be fun. And then, a month or so from now, we're going to have a day where we really look at forgiving the pain that we have created through prejudice. something which really has touched everyone. And I kind of think this may be a beginning step in healing, heading that way. But I did need to look at, well, so what do we do with this pain? Because it's there. And then I realized there was a wonderful story. A story that had within it images that were so clear to me on what I needed to do to take that journey. So I want to tell you that story. Now I'm going to apologize because I told it just 3 years ago, and usually my time span has to be longer than that before I can repeat, but it's so good I got to share it with you. Okay. Now, the story is Beauty and the Beast. If you remember, it begins with a merchant who has had great success and then failure, and he's off for success again, and it doesn't work out, and he's returning home, and he's lost in this dark woods in a storm. Relate to anybody's spiritual journey? Lost in this dark wood in the storm, and then he sees some light, and he heads towards the light, and suddenly he steps from this dark woods into the beautiful grounds of a castle. The sun is shining. It's filled with flowers. He goes and enters the castle because he's exhausted. He needs to rest. And there, everything that he needs is provided for him. There's food laid out. There's a place to rest and a fire going. In the morning when he wakes up, there's breakfast. And he leaves refreshed, renewed. As he's going out, there's some beautiful roses. And he remembers his daughter Beauty had asked for a rose. Now all the other daughters had asked for things that would come from his successful journey and the wealth. But she only asked for a rose. So he picks the rose for her. And a terrifying beast appears. Angry, ugly, hideous, frightening, and says, I have provided everything you needed, and you took what was not given. For that, your life is forfeit. Kind of a rough tale, don't you think? Wow, Rose, your life is forfeit. So he tries to explain that he'd just taken it for his daughter who had asked for a rose. And when the beast hears this, the beast asks him about his daughter and says, here's what I'll do. If your daughter will come here and live with me, she'll be perfectly safe. But if she'll live with me, I will spare your life. So he goes and brings that message to his daughter. And Beauty responds by saying, yes, this is hers to do. And so she and her father leave that dark forest and step onto the castle grounds. They step into that sunlight. They step into a world in which everything is provided. Step into a thing that anything that needs is taken care of for her. Now, the beast comes and says to her, you can have whatever you want. But every evening you must dine with me. And that's the cost. She has to be there and dine with the beast. Now this is such a, I want to say such a clear and powerful picture of our spiritual growth. You know, yeah, we've gone through the 3D stuff. We've gone through knowing that it's not the money and the fame and all that stuff. Most of us have tried that out fairly thoroughly, and we know that's at most convenient along the way. But it's not what it's about. It isn't what we're really seeking. And so that's the merchant. And yet, that takes us into a place of darkness because it is not the answer. So we need to step into a new consciousness. And so we step into the spiritual awareness. We step into the castle grounds. Okay, now the castle is, well, in Jesus' terms, it would be the kingdom of heaven. Okay, it's that experience where we are aware of the divine presence. And what we experience there is everything is provided. It's easily, graciously provided for us. We're so loved and cared for as spiritual beings. And so we're aware of that goodness. So this is about that growth. How do I step into and live in that world? And then there's that rose thing. He plucked the rose. The rose is one of those ancient, powerful, beautiful symbols. It is the symbol of understanding. And once, specifically, it's spiritual understanding. Once you pluck that rose, life as you know it is forfeit. It's over. The world has changed. And in order to grow and live in that world, we have to do it from, again, the female in the story is the feeling self. So we have this feeling self of the soul that leads us into the experience and the knowledge of our spirituality. Okay? So it is beauty that must come and be there in that world, because the soul has gone to that point in growth now where it's ready to mature. It's ready to become conscious. So we are consciously in this awareness of the divine presence. And when we know that, what love and care, we find that everything is provided for us. What love, what care, what blessing. And we have to die in every night with the beast. Now, this isn't a male-female thing. It's not that the girls are beauty and the guys are the beast. It doesn't work that way. Okay. Within each of us is beauty. That feeling nature of the soul as we make that heart connection. Okay, the heart connection is stepping into the castle grounds. That's the connection from the heart, different than the world that the merchant knew before. So stepping into the castle grounds. And then within that castle grounds, there is not only the ability to feel and sense and be aware of the goodness and the blessing of God, but there is also within each of us the beast. Now, the beast is whatever in us we call ugly. It's the pain. It's the hurt. And the assignment here is that we sit down with the pain, with the hurt. That we step into being consciously aware of this pain that we carry. Now, that's not particularly an easy assignment. I avoid such things at almost all costs. But when Spirit says it's time to do it, it really is time to do it. Because it's time to step into a wholeness that is promised us in that beautiful place. Now, I want to share with you how to do that. Okay, how do you get into that castle? Well, the symbols are in the experience there. It's so easy. Everything is provided. There's a feeling of ease. Breathe ease with me for a moment. Just breathe the feeling of ease. Okay? It's an interesting feeling, isn't it? It is a feeling of the heart. It is a feeling that we have when we sense the presence of God's goodness. It takes the tension out. We breathe and experience the feeling of ease. So by making that conscious choice, we are choosing to step into that castle. Then there's the other assignment. Dining every night with the beast. Okay. To be in that place where we are consciously aware of this painful, ugly part of ourselves. Now, if we try to do that from our head, it will take us immediately into what's wrong with everybody else, blame and judgment. It's just what heads do. And we can do it from our hearts. Simply because it knows better. It is that flow of spiritual power and energy. So we take that pain and we hold it in our hearts. That way we can be there with it. We can be present in that within us which hurts. That which in us which has been wounded. In these things that have taken place as we've grown through the world of relationships. Some of those are very painful. And you can hold it in your heart. Now when we do that, what we really have done is invited the power of our spiritual energy and self. The amazing spiritual heart to send the energy of healing to this part of ourselves. Just by holding it here. Hold it in your heart. Okay. 2 simple steps. I breathe ease and hold it in my heart. I breathe ease and hold it in my heart. Join me. I breathe ease and hold it in my heart. Again, I breathe ease and hold it in my heart. Yeah, just feel that. You can do that. Because what is in your heart is stronger and greater than any pain we carry. Breathe ease and hold it in your heart. Now I want to share with you something. Again, we aren't going into the forgiveness and that stuff. We're just saying, okay, this is how we start. We get into this castle grounds. We sit there with the beast, because when we do there, this beautiful spiritual power and presence within us begins its process of healing. Wonderful woman. Her name is Karen. And Karen, 6 months after she'd gone through a divorce, got a call from her ex-husband. He was in the end journey of cancer. And when she heard that, her real concern was that her children were about to lose their father. Now, they were teenagers, okay? But she understood this. It was not going to be much longer that he was there. Now, they'd had a difficult marriage, and the divorce itself was difficult, and the relationship afterwards was difficult. Okay, but this ability of her children to know and have this experience with their father was very important. So she and the children moved in with the father as he was going through, and it turned out to be about 10 months after they moved in that he made his transition. So she became caregiver, support. The children had that interaction that she felt was so important. And as you may guess, there were many beautiful, wonderful moments. And she says no small number of meltdowns as well. But for herself, what happened was she began to have triggered all the past pain of that relationship. When he would say things and do things, this past pain that she carried would hurt. And she would find herself in agony, in reaction, in deep emotional drain. It was very uncomfortable for her. And so what happened was she began to really focus in to see what was taking place. Now, she did it out of her entry into that kingdom, I really believe, was self-compassion. Okay, we're choosing ease, but I think it was out of compassion for herself that she went into the heart and began to take a deeper look. And what she realized was that there were two things happening. One was his behavior, and the other, which was really completely separate that, but triggered by it, was her emotional experience. As she really began to watch what was going on, at first out there, but then she quit that and she started to watch in here. And now that's good news, because I just want you to know I'm not making a suggestion here that you move in with your exes. That is not necessarily a part of this process, okay? Now, what began to happen as she began to view the experience from her heart was she realized that he was filled with a great deal of anger. And the anger came from fear. Now, she didn't share in the article whether that fear was a result of his experiences at war, whether it was a result of childhood things that had caused pain for him. She didn't go into what that was, but she began to recognize that was happening for him. She said, the minute I stopped judging my ex-husband's actions, I broke the link between his behaviors and my emotions. When I could view his actions without judging them, I no longer felt any emotion towards his conduct. By separating his actions and my emotions, I created in my heart a space where I planted the seeds of empathy and compassion, and forgiveness began to flow. And that's what we're doing. We're creating that space. We're watching the beast. We're just being there in its presence, allowing Spirit to take us on the journey of healing. So no forgiveness this week. Okay, next week we'll go into forgiveness. Okay, yeah, we'll, of course, wrap it up in 2 weeks. Or the rest of the year, but it's important, if we're going to make this transformation, to be willing to say yes to the journey. Will you be willing to work with this over the next couple weeks? Okay. Just check within yourself if that's okay. Because it doesn't need to be a journey for everyone, but my sense is you're in the right place at the right time. I breathe ease and hold it in my heart. As you experience that pain from the past, when it comes up, I breathe ease and hold it in my heart. Join me. I breathe ease and hold it in my heart. Again, I breathe ease and hold it in my heart. Once again, I breathe ease and hold it in my heart. The beginning of a journey into what the real mission is here. It's a state of consciousness called happily ever after. Bless you.
We're bringing back an old favorite. This is Deliver Me by Reverend Aaron McCabe. If you know some of the words, please sing with me. And I will be asking you to sing some of them with us. Okay?
Into dismay.
let's try this again. Our heart ministers are available after the service today to offer prayer support and challenges or celebrations. You may see them around the sanctuary and grounds wearing lavender stoles. Prayer requests can also be sent anytime through the website. And now I ask everyone to take a connection card from the seat pocket in front of you. And we invite each of you to take a moment and fill out the card if you have a prayer request, a question, or a comment. And if you're new to Unity, you're invited to fill out the card and stop by the welcome table on the patio, and we look forward to meeting you. Our spiritual focus this week is I breathe ease and hold it in my heart. And the ushers will receive your card with the offering toward the end of the music. Thank you, Mario. It's time now for the prosperity celebration. And for credit card donations, there are envelopes on the clipboards in the back of each chair. Or for those of you at home, just click on the donate button on the Watch Live page. Unity's co-founder, Charles Fillmore, taught us that our spiritual connection opens us to God's abundance expressing in our lives. He said, "Poverty or prosperity, it all depends on you. All that the Father has is yours, but you alone are responsible for the relationship of the Father's good to your life. Through conscious recognition of your oneness with the Father and his abundance, you draw the living substance into visible supply." And now I invite you to take your tithe or offering in your hand and be aware that God is the source of all your good. Repeat our affirmation with me together. Divine love, through me, blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive.
Swing wide the doors to let in the light. Bring here
All right, embrace these beautiful beings with your heart and let's share our blessing. Children, you are loved, special, and important. The light of God shines through you. And let's stand and take hands and share together our prayer of protection. Together, the light of God surrounds us. The love of God enfolds us. The power of God protects us. And the presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well. You are the love and the light and the peace in the earth right now. So let it shine and have fun.